Hi, my name is Baz. I'm the VP of Education for Podium Toastmaster for 2018-2019. And today I have Cate Posner, who is our club president for 2018-2019. And we would like to have a discussion about pathways and how to navigate through different paths and what it is all about. So I would like to welcome Cate. Hi, Cate.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm great, thanks.
Cate, I view you as the expert of pathways. How did you get your experience?
Well, I'm definitely not an expert, but I know a little bit more than I did a while ago.
Okay.
And the reason I know that is because I dove right in.
Okay.
I started playing around, and you can't really break pathways.
Mm-hmm.
Just start looking around and clicking on things. That was the first way. And the second way is through a Facebook group. Every question I've had, I've learned the answer through looking at this Facebook group. So it's called Pathways Discussion Forum. There's 6,398 members there ready to give you an answer to your question.
Wow. I understand that there are 10 paths, yes. But to choose a path, which is number one, yes?
Yeah.
To choose a path, I think members can just go and read about each path and then they determine that this is what I want. Or they can go online and take the test, and from there the system will give them like 3 suggested paths.
That's right.
Or if they don't like, they can just see everything and then choose whatever. So do you have the same understanding to this?
Yeah, you don't have to choose the path that's recommended by Toastmasters International.
Okay.
You can. I did.
Okay.
And that's because this survey helps you decide what your goals are.
Yes. Okay, so in terms of paths, how many paths do we have?
There's 10 paths total.
Okay. So I can see here dynamic leadership, effective coaching, innovative planning, and there are numbers in front of each one of them. Or these numbers are
Competencies.
Competencies, and also the order of the competencies are important. Yes, because I think number 1 is public speaking. Number 2 is what's that? Interpersonal communication. So when they say 1, 2, this means that this path, dynamic leadership, focuses, like their main focus is public speaking, and then number 2 is interpersonal communication, where if we go, for example, to, let's say here, presentation mastery, I can see that this path only focus on 2 competencies, which is number 1, public speaking, and number 5 is confidence.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, and you'll notice that all of the paths have public speaking as a core competency, because of course that's the main skill that we're trying to find here at Toastmasters. Yes. There's 5 levels in each path.
Okay, and it's 5 for all the paths, yes? You'll not have like 3 or 10, or it's always 5.
Yeah.
Okay, and in each level you have what you call like it's projects?
Projects.
Okay, good. So the first level, which is level 1, it's common for all the 10 paths.
Yeah, every path is exactly the same per level 1.
Okay.
So we're really getting to know it at Podium.
Yes, and so if it's common, then what's included there? Yes.
The first thing that you'll do in your path is your icebreaker.
Okay.
That's project number 1. Only 1 speech. It's 4 to 6 minutes long, which is just like the traditional education system.
Yeah.
So that's project number 1. Then project number 2 is evaluation and feedback. And that's a really important skill to have at Toastmasters. So the first thing you do is a speech, and you receive the feedback on your speech. Then you do a second speech. It could be the same one, or a different one, depending on how much time you have. So yes, the second speech, you apply the feedback you got in the first speech.
Nice.
It's a really interesting way to see yourself developing.
Okay.
And then the third part of project 2 is the evaluator role. So you'll actually become an evaluator yourself.
Excellent. So now we are talking. So icebreaker is 1 speech.
Yep.
Project number 2, speech 1.
Yep.
Speech 2.
Yep.
And evaluation.
Yes.
And the third project is
researching and presenting.
Okay.
And that only consists of learning how to research and doing a research and presentation speech, 5 to 7 minutes.
Once you complete the third project, then you are considered, the level is considered completed.
Level 1,
Yes.
complete.
Good.
Yes.
And how does the user like certify or that?
Yeah, there's a couple of buttons you'll have to click. Maybe you can show that part
Okay.
online.
Okay.
But also, it's good to let your VP of Education know that you've completed your level.
Okay.
Because we're not always checking our email 24/7.
Yes.
It's important to let us know, hey, there's a level that we need to approve.
Okay. One last point that I want to also to mention is evaluation forms.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Yes, because I think that's important. We are still maybe used to the old system where we have the same evaluation card and it's always there. But now since we are changing, then this is also something that we. So what do you like to say on the evaluation or maybe suggestions that you have?
Sure. Well, every project and every speech that's in a project has its own evaluation form. So the speaker is responsible to print that out and bring it.
Okay.
And if you're an evaluator, you can actually look at the evaluation forms in advance. Every member of Toastmasters has access to every evaluation. So even the projects you can't see yet, you can access the evaluation forms.
Okay. From where?
From Pathways. Once you're
Okay.
logged into Pathways, you can go to the evaluation
Okay.
site. Now, the other thing that's different from our traditional system is our traditional learning system is that instead of objectives, we have purpose of the project.
Okay.
So that can throw the evaluator a little bit.
Okay.
When you see the evaluation form, you'll see the purpose, and you won't see objectives.
Okay. So we are done with level 1.
Okay.
Level 2, it's not the same among the paths. Yes, it's different. It says here, no matter which path you choose, you will complete at least 14 education projects and present a minimum of 15 speeches.
That's right, yeah.
So if I compare this to our old competent communicator manual, we have 10 speeches
Yes?
and you are done. Yes?
10 speeches and you're done the lower level.
Yes.
The more introductory level.
Yes.
And then you have to do 2 advanced manuals. So in Pathways, you're combining those things.
I think the big shift here from the old system to the new one, the new Toastmaster education system is that it's more environmental friendly. Yes, everything
be.
is online. So how you can access the path?
The easiest way to access it, the most basic way, is online.
Okay. So again, you
That's
go
the
to
way it was designed.
toastmaster.org. You have your username, password. You go there. You go to the pathways.
Go
and-
to Basecamp.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you take the assessment, and then you choose the path.
Yep.
Then once you choose it, it's there online
Yes.
for you. What if we have a member that doesn't like online? They have some problems
Yep.
with online. Is there any other way?
I totally understand that because when I am learning something, I like to be able to highlight it and write on it
Yes.
and write my notes. So there's a couple options. One is to order a printed path, and it looks like this. This is the first level.
No, this is
This is
level
the second
2.
level. This is
Yeah.
the first level, and Baz ordered it for us. So you can get a printed version. And it's just like the old versions. It's just a nice book to hang on to. Now, the drawback is a couple. One is that it costs you more. You have to pay, how much was it?
It was 25 in addition.
US dollars.
Yes, US dollars. Yes. And
Plus shipping.
Yes.
And how long did it take to arrive?
Around 2 weeks or
Yeah.
3 weeks.
So with the online version, it's instant. As soon as, it's at least within a half hour. Once you've selected your path, which is free, the first path is free,
Okay.
then you have access to it the same day.
Okay.
If you're waiting to work on your education, it's hard to wait a couple weeks.
True.
And the other problem that I see with the printed version is that you have to wait. So we got level 1 and level 2 when we first ordered it, but then once these 2 are complete, you'd have to wait again. You'd have to order the next set.
So that's a very important point. Yes, because I thought once I order the printed material, I'll get all the 5 levels and I'll be able to see everything at
Yeah.
once, but that's not the case.
No.
Yes, you only get level 1 and level 2.
There is one other drawback to the paper versions. You have less choice. Because there's only 5 out of the 10 pathways are available in printed versions.
True.
And later on, you're doing electives. If you're online, you can select your own. But if you do the printed version, Toastmasters selects it for you.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yes.
So they don't send you everything and then...
They don't ask you. They just send you what is best for your path. Now, there is one other way that you can get a printed version without paying the extra $25 and waiting. And I would suggest this way if you want to have a copy in front of you.
Yes.
And that is go online and print off a PDF. So once you're on there, and you get to print my project.
But after they complete like the steps, yes? Like it doesn't show immediately.
Yeah.
It's
no,
not
it's right near the end, right
Okay.
before you do a self-evaluation.
Okay.
Every project you do a self-evaluation before you complete it.
Okay.
So right before then, it will say resources, print my project, evaluation resource. So you can print either just your evaluation form,
Okay.
or you can print your whole project, which is just like this.
I
It's
see.
exactly the same as what you'll get if you ordered it and paid $25.
Yeah.
So I suggest do that, or get someone to help you do that.
Yes.
I have 2 setup tips,
Okay.
and it can be frustrating if you don't know these tips.
Okay.
So there's 2 things to know. One is that you need to maximize the window. When you're looking at the online version, it might look funny or you can't find the button you need.
Yes.
Just click the button to maximize the window.
Uh-huh.
And that way you'll see everything you need to see.
Excellent.
The second thing is to ensure your pop-up blockers are turned off. There's many pop-ups in this program, so
Yes.
you need to tell your computer to accept those.
Thank you very much, Cate, for your time today. Do you have any comments?
I think even if you're still working in the old program, you can start your assessment today and start looking at all the things that Pathways has to offer. And if you're already on Pathways, why not help another member out?
Excellent. Yeah, that's definitely an important point. And always reach out to us. Myself,
we're here
Baz, Cate. We have a lot of members, our executive team that are more than happy to help you out, whether it's choosing the path and understanding pathways or whatever that's related. Thank you very much. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Bye.